Hey everyone, welcome to my Florida butterfly garden. Today I'm going to be refreshing this little garden section right here behind me. It has gone for 3 weeks now with little to no attention, and now we're going to whip it into shape. So this is the garden space that I lovingly refer to as these are a few of my favorite flowers garden, but there's not very many flowers, are there? And it's a very small garden section. It ends at the end of the planter there because this is actually a Florida native wetland bed that's right beside it. So we're just going to do a little trimming up here, starting with the porterweed. This porterweed is a non-native, and butterflies love it, but it does not do well in cool weather. And since I haven't been out here deadheading it, it really needs trimmed. And the leaves that were damaged when we were in the 30s, I'm going to trim those off and cut it down a little bit just to encourage some new growth down below. So here's a little what it looks like before. And I'll take these little long stems. These are where the flowers come on, but these ones are spent. So when I get all these off of here, it will encourage this plant to put out more. They get beautiful little purple flowers. Skippers love them. Gulf fritillaries love them. Zebra longwings love them. Beautiful addition for a butterfly garden. You just have to know they don't do well on those hopefully rare occasions when we get cool weather. And let me tell you, when you just take the time to go through and trim off these leaves that have damage, it can make a huge difference in the overall look of the whole plant and the garden section that it is in. Okay, so this is looking significantly better, and now it will be encouraged to put on new growth, push out more flowers, and get some nectar back in my garden for the butterflies. The reason why this garden is gone for 3 weeks is because I was very sick. And I'm finally better. I'm still taking it easy. So that's why I'm just working on this one small garden bed. But a little trimming and a little cleaning up is going to make a difference. I have a Georgia aster here, which is my favorite Florida native aster. It's the most beautiful flowers, and you can see it's gone to seed, and I have just left it because I want those seeds to fall and I want more of them to come up. But I'm going to go ahead and trim them off and just let them drop right below. And because there's still some green on here, so I was going to trim it all the way down to the base, to its basal leaves, but I think we're going to leave it and see what it's going to do. And it's also staked up because it kept falling over. So I'm going to see if I trained it long enough, if it's been on the stake long enough, that it will stay up. Because I think gardens just look better without stakes in them and just all natural plants. So let's go try all of that. I took the stake out and it's leaning forward a little bit, but it's not like totally laying on the ground. So we're going to let it be and see how it does. I can also stick a little flower pot in front of it to prop it up a little more, and that at least looks better. Okay, so now I have this because I literally just cut through my finger. That was super fun. Don't do that. So let's get back to it. This whole little branch that's leaning everything, I'm just going to trim it down a little bit lower, but I'm still going to Cut off all the seeds and let them drop. And then I'll just take and crumple off the old dead leaves and get this. There we go. Right here and there are Mexican sunflowers that you can see somebody has eaten the flowers off of. So I'm going to trim them down and get all of those scent leaves off and see if we can't get them blooming again. All right, so I put these two little stones in and now they're keeping it upright. And by getting that up, now I see down here at the base of my Georgia aster, there were some little flowers coming up at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those off. I don't know, maybe it'll decide to put some more out. We shall see. Okay, and now we're going to clean up this Mexican sunflower and hopefully get it blooming again. Oh, look. Look, there's a bud right there. Yay! There's another one. Oh, good. This is fabulous. We are going to get flowers back here for the butterflies. Oh, there's another bud right there. And wow, it's already looking better. And we've only worked on 3 plants. Okay, so right here in front of me is a pot that has some old zinnias. Look at these. And of course, some salvia coming up in it. So I'm gonna pull out the old zinnias, and I have a couple seedlings up there that survived the cold. And I'm gonna bring them down here, and we'll put them in this pot and cover them with a cloche so nothing eats them like it did in that other pot in the other end of my garden. So let's do that. Okay, I have these 2 pots right here, and you can see a lot of them did not like the temperatures in the 30s, but some of them did, and they're looking pretty sad. But maybe if I transplant some of them in this bigger pot, give them a little fertilizer and some special attention, um, they'll perk up. So I'm just going to put all of these into here and we'll see how they do. This is from I have this bag of zinnia seeds called Crazy Mix. What I've noticed is a lot of these Crazy Mix ones are these little tiny zinnia flowers. So we'll see. The other ones that I have are California Giant. I really don't want the giants right up front in the pot. I'll probably put some of those back in the raised bed a little bit later. I'll just be using this cheap little plastic handy dandy tool. I love it. This end, you can just poke a hole, and then this end you can dig down and pull out the zinnia, and then just come over and plug it in the hole. There we go. Okay, I'm going to transplant all of those just like I did this one, and then I'll get a cloche and we'll cover it up. I dumped some of the soil from the empty pot in. I'm just kind of gently spreading it around just to top off and give some more support to these little seedlings. Aren't they all cute in there? They look better already. Even though I didn't trim any of the dead leaves off, I might go in and clean up some of them a bit. And look how cute they are. Okay, next, I'm gonna sprinkle on a little fertilizer, slow release. And carefully place the cover. Just get a little pressed down. I have some little stakes that I can put through this to hold it down in case something decides it wants to try and move it so it can eat my zinnias. I might add those later. And we're all set. Next, right beside it, one of my favorites is Florida native Lantana depressa, variety depressa. This is a rockland lantana, and it's actually growing very well. It just needs a little bit of deadheading and trimming up. Okay, this is looking good, and it should actually put out some more blooms soon. And this will spread out and just gets beautiful yellow flowers. Butterflies love them. It's a great Florida native plant, year-round bloomer, especially if you regularly deadhead it like I haven't been. Okay, next to that, there's some lyre-leaf sage down here, and that's all looking good. My swamp twin flower from the wetland garden is growing over into this space, and that's fine with me. It's a host to the common buckeye and I think some other things I'll have to look up and see. And I also have some of this little guy down here that is growing in, which is not um, sunshine mimosa, but it's Neptunia pubescens. I'm not sure what its common name is, but it gets flowers like the sunshine mimosa, only they're yellow. And so I've got a little bit of that growing in here. So that's all good. I've got some more Mexican sunflowers. One, two, three. And look, we've even got a flower on that one. So I'm just gonna trim them up. And then I've got this pot here that just has really nothing growing in it, just some little salvias coming up. So I'm gonna actually take this pot out, and up here on my patio, I have this lovely pot that has some zinnias coming up in it. So I'm just going to swap them, put this one down there. I'll bring that other pot and get something started in it to swap out somewhere else at another time. So when I pulled the pot out of this spot, look what was back here. These two guys popped up. Two more Mexican sunflowers that are growing quite wonky, but I'm going to clean them up and get them standing up. So that's fabulous. And there's also another Mexican sunflower right here. And then lastly, we'll get to this red pentas. Oh my gosh, y'all. I can't believe I've been doing like really dumb things lately. And I know it's because I have been sick. But my microphone that I'm using now is a new one, and it had this little cover over it. You know how they'll ship things and put this little piece of tape over the mic? So it was over the mic the first whole half of this video. I'm just like, I can't even right now. So I just took it off, and I'm gonna crank up the volume when I edit. Hopefully it won't sound muffled. Oh, please don't sound muffled. So last thing that I'm gonna do right now is clean up this red pentas here, and then we'll have an overall look at the whole garden. I was gonna work on the raised planter, but I am out of energy right now. Look at these two, they're adorable. And we're gonna call it quits on this But I really like the progress we've made, and I hope you'll see a difference when we look it over in just a minute. So I'm just gonna clean up some of these dead leaves off of here and deadhead the spent flowers, not the blooming ones. And I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm gonna give this whole space a little sprinkling of Osmocote, and I'll come out later and give it a water in. So here you can see what it looks like after. And when it gets this fertilizer, these flowers are gonna start blooming. Look how much better that looks. My little assistant's always by my side out here. And we are gonna get more flowers in this garden for these butterflies. One little garden bed at a time. Now, there's one more thing I want to take care of. All right, in this wagon are 3 plants that I bought a while ago. They've just been sitting here waiting for their turn. But the one I want to talk about is right here. And look, it's completely gone to seed. This is a Florida paintbrush, and it blooms from late summer to fall. It is a Florida native, and butterflies love it. When I bought this plant, there was a gorgeous, gorgeous spicebush swallowtail on it getting nectar, and I was like, okay, that plant's coming home with me. It likes full sun, minimal shade, and like dry conditions, so I thought it's perfect to go out in the side yard garden. And I want to get it out there today because I want these seeds to spread out there, right? Won't that be fabulous? And hopefully we'll get more of these coming up. And there we go. And just for fun, we do a little shaking. All right, next. Okay, so y'all know I have been going back and finding some of my old videos and posting them in the community post for you guys to go check out. So you have some things to watch that since I wasn't posting while I was sick. And so in doing so, in the comments, I came across a lot of names of people who I used to chat regularly with, and I feel like I haven't heard from in a while. So I'm calling y'all out. If you're out there, just let me know. I'm just checking in on you. I want to know that you're okay. So, you ready? I have a list. Lindy Martini, Erica, Loving the Bronze, Katie Cannon, where are you? Karen Hewitt, haven't heard from you in a while. And our team has been doing iffy, and you know what? We need to cheer on the Steelers. PC 1189, The Corner Castle. Oh my gosh, look at my hood. Look at the hood. What are you doing? That's better. Marcel D. Elizabeth Marchesani. I hope I said that right. Haven't heard from you in a while. Tammy Dunbar. Robin Woods. Sky Lady. Denise Cummings. Denise Perez. David in Thalangzi. El Serenity Garden. Lauren Rhodes. Sheila Heverin. Mary Whom, KP. Okay, I know you email me, so I hope you're okay. I hope you're out there and you're doing well. It's Ava Banks, Chopper Doll, Elizabeth in her Florida garden, and Debbie's backyard. I'd love to hear from you if you're still out there. Just let me know you're okay and you're still there, and I hope all is well with you. I hope all is well with all of you. If you want to hear about my ordeal over the last 3 weeks, I did post a video for members, and my channel membership is $4.99. Now, some of you came on and let me know that when you look at it, it says $6.99. But when I look at it, it says $4.99, but I can see that when you look at it, it says $6.99. So I have reached out to YouTube and asked them to fix it, please. Hopefully they will. So check it out. If you, I don't know what they'll do to fix it. I'm not sure, like even if it says $6.99 on my end, it says $4.99, if they'll just charge you $4.99 and that's just a typo on the page. I'm really not certain. So I'd love to have you though as a channel member, and I post monthly long videos there. Plus you have access to over, I think, 200 videos, my old videos, and lots of other fun little extras. So please subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I would love to have you as a subscriber, and tap the like button, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Bye everyone.